God.
AllBall
98.
TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
98.
I'm telling you, we need to start. We need to start tonight with the scene from my son Ving Rhames and Baby Boy, Guns and Butter. Like these little dumb motherfuckers, they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing, bro. It's crazy. It's insane.
Guns and butter. Got your guns. All right, Bing.
Bro, it's insane. It's insane. The nerve of that young man. And he said that was so nonchalantly. And you could see Trey Murphy and the other dude kind of cringing. That's cringeworthy.
Who do you think said that more nonchalantly? Jabari Smith or Nicki Minaj talking about Des Bryant's parents? We live?
Big Flea. The biggest show. Oh, yeah. Why do you think I know anything about that? Why do you think I know anything about that?
Nicki Minaj is a nutcase. She's fishing for anything to go crazy on Jay. I don't know what he did.
I don't respect none of the behavior.
I respect it because
you have a mother. You're a mother with children. Go do something with your child.
Yeah, but Dez was wilding too for even replying. I'd have been like, I'm good. He went crazy.
Go be a mother. I'd go be a mother. Des Bryant.
Yo, there's certain people.
Go be quiet.
I don't want no conversations with, bro. What is the point of talking to her?
I would never want to talk to her. I would never want to meet her. I would never want to shake her hand. There would never be anything that I want to do with her. Anything. I mean, anything. There would nothing. Yes.
I want to talk about Rock Nation with her. Y'all a bunch of chumps, man. Y'all a bunch of chumps, man. I hope
Darlene B. What up, baby?
Darlene the Queen. Hello, ladies. Dez was chill the first time, but you got one pass. He already was out of his mind.
Niggas be bugging. Gregory Lee.
She's getting speared.
I ain't seen Gregory Lee in Man Love. Big shout to Gregory Lee.
He said he finally got the notification. I think he just said that.
Fish, mind your business, Fish. Just mind your business.
He said it's a filthy thumbnail. So, hey, Darlene. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Enough is enough. We live in a YouTube world, internet world. What Nicki Minaj ain't got no hit singles. Go promote something. You're getting your man in trouble. Des Bryant might lay that dude down. Why is she doing that? Yo, Nicki, man. And this is why I say I don't argue over women and I don't argue over money. I don't. You negotiate over both.
You don't argue with women.
You try not to. Try not to. At all. Try to be sensible.
What Fish said?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's unnecessary.
Yo, he kills me, man. I'm just here, man. Just here, man.
Nicki Minaj is going crazy. She's still trying to find some dirt on Jay-Z and like blow him up. It's over. He's a billionaire. There's nothing you could do about it. Whatever he robbed you for, it's over. Either put that paperwork out or that's it. Leave that man alone. Whether he smashed 30 years ago, none of our business. It's over.
This just confirms you be at her concerts. Fish, this is confirmation. He be at her concerts.
Well, but if I'm at her concerts, I'm not defending her. I'm saying it's done. I don't know what's the objective. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't bringing Jay-Z down. They try to bring him with the puff thing. You saw Jay-Z like this. No, you will not.
I dare
My
you.
money long.
I dare
My
you.
money too long. His team is strong, bro. Out of here with your discombobulated. Yo, they turned into a crackhead.
My son running around still trying to get a paternity test, right? My son, his son.
It's over for you too.
Allegedly, his son.
Sean Jr. It's over. He treating you worse than 50 Cent's kid. 50 Cent was something else, right? At least he paid up some child support, allegedly. Jay-Z able to turn out paternity test for 20 years. Consistent. Allegedly. Allegedly, the NBA is so... And we got some players out here. They say they will be too tired to play an NBA All-Star games. Please, this is getting bananas.
Just like, why? And correct me if I'm wrong, were they playing hard back in the day in the All-Star games? Like, they were?
Yeah. Yeah, like Jordan, like those, they were playing the 90s, they were.
Bro, Kobe's nose got broken.
Winner of this All-Star game. Wow. Oh, hard foul.
Dirty mother love. Chicago.
Yeah, it's a glorified pickup game, but who says there's not hard fouls or...
Looked like that was a pretty hard foul because Kobe has drawn blood. And Kobe over.
Kobe.
So they were playing hard like that.
People say that that when Kobe left, that's when this started, basically, because Kobe would force everybody to play hard.
I mean, you got to get somebody up there to make them play hard, but I just feel like people tired, bro.
If you did, winner gets home court advantage. East-West.
East-West?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing hard.
They're playing. Like you guys, you're gonna be playing. They're gonna be like, we're going to finals.
That'll make them play for sure. No, I just don't see them just playing hard for no reason. Again, I mean, if the competitiveness back in the day was obviously something that will probably Kobe, you can't mama mentality, all of that. Like it's just I don't see nobody just making everybody play hard.
This year they had way too many breaks. Like I was there at the game, and then like there was way too many breaks. Like there was more break time than there was game time. Hey, what is going on like right now? Like
it's more of a show. They're making it more of a show. But the thing is, while they're doing that, they're trying to make it more entertaining, which I get it, but it's like
less is more, man. We come for basketball. I'm not here to see Mr. Beast.
They gotta play then.
I mean, I hear it, but
we gotta play. Like we gotta go out there and try to.
You're not wrong. No, for sure. I think the younger guys now, like they're probably gonna start, trying to play because they don't feel like hearing it from, the outside media.
So when I see people talking about it, it's like play harder, and it's just like, why? And correct me if I'm wrong. Were they playing hard back in the day?
And it's like, why? It's like, why? It's like, Flea. It's like, what are we thinking? Jabari Smith.
So matter of fact, like, why? Like I'm gonna always be an all-star. Why? Bum ass nigga, you're a third-year player. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. You're a third-year player. You may never sniff the all-star game. But why play hard in the all-star game?
Why?
You're the son of a former NBA player. Correct. Young boy said, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they play hard? So that means you didn't watch. So that means you just wasn't. Yo, I hate the fact that they so privileged, bro. It's annoying. It's annoying. You smell the privilege on them. Didn't watch the game growing up. Don't really know the history of the game. Just super talented and taking advantage of your talents. God bless you. That's great. But damn it, know something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they play hard? So now the thing is, he thinks that the last few years of what the All-Star game is what it's been. Like, that's what it's supposed to have been looking like. He just doesn't know. This is the future. This is what the guys that we are, putting the NBA on the back, putting their back. Nah, not them. Not them. Not them, bro. Not them. Not them. Too unserious. Too unserious. Like Gilbert Arenas. Just unserious about everything. Don't take nothing serious. The All-Star game is the best pickup game in the world. Of the best players. Head up. Just for some bragging rights. And he scoffed at the idea of playing hard. And they're saying play harder. Like, why? Bro, if I was your peer, I would want to put my hands on you. That would infuriate me. Nah. That can't be it. That can't be it. Nah, not him. He should never be he should never be made an all-star just off of that comment. I don't care how good of a season he has. You should be banned. Because we already know you're going to get in there and dog it. It's disrespectful. But that's, like I said, big difference in today's NBA under the watch of the leaders of today's NBA and yesterday's NBA and under their watch. Under B's watch, it's not happening. We're not talking like that. We're not behaving like that. Everything is about business. Nigga, they brought Bean in to win the gold, nigga. They say, you know what? We out here fucking around. Let me bring in a serious nigga. A nigga that's about winning. Last nigga to win 3 in a row. Let me bring in a real serious nigga. Because he's gonna come in here and be about business. And we bring him in, and guess what? We thump everybody in the world and go get gold. The Redeem team. This type of stuff don't happen on his watch. You see this type of foolishness? It happens on a nigga like LeBron watch. This is happening on LeBron's watch. Call it what you want. Top 5 player in the league still, best player in the league, still face of the NBA, all that fly shit. And you can't get niggas to come play serious in the All-Star game. This is what you're breeding. That's a third-year player. That's a young man who's coming up in the NBA who does not think if I get the honor and the privilege to play in the All-Star game, I don't got to play hard. On your watch, Bean would bust his ass the next time he see him just off of that statement alone. Oh, young fella, that's how you feel? Okay. Come get your ass bust. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
You know how we know you're right? Because, Jordan and Kobe are the same guy, apparently. And I remember Jerry Stackhouse rookie season. Y'all could look it up. I don't even have to look it up. October. It was early. October, November. He said, yo, the league is kind of easy to me. Soon as they played the Bulls, Michael Jordan was busting his ass. I understand where all the hoopla is coming from, why Flea is worked up. I think Kobe represents everything that we like our athletes to be. But in all honesty, the money's been changing these athletes, and they've been worried about this stuff for years. They've been saying this for decades with Juwan Howard, the $100 million contract. They said it about Marbury's era, Iverson's era, the 96 draft, the KG $100 million contract. They were worried about the players being too young, getting money too fast, and they just went the total opposite. They were trying to prevent that from happening. Sean Livingston, Dwight Howard, Amari Stoudemire, I almost forgot. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett. They showed that, hey, we can have kids come out of high school and then they're going to be legit NBA stars. But for some reason, they closed the door on the 18-year-old players and didn't allow the high school players to get drafted, right? Nobody straight out of high school. Brandon Jennings had to go overseas. And then finally, what was it, 2000? What was it? I don't even know what year they changed it. It had to be like
05. In 2005. I graduated high school 2005. So that shows y'all my age, how young, how old, however y'all think. I graduated in 05. That's the last year that they started allowing high school guys to go into the NBA. That was the last year. But even then, though, Fabian, like something I wanted to throw at you, Post, like for you to, finish what you were saying. A lot of those guys you named, though, a lot of those guys is like, that's trench baby stuff still. That's guys still coming out of poor situations, tough situations, right? Like Kobe Bryant, his dad was a pro, but a lot of those guys you said that were coming out of high school came out of tough situations. Like you mentioned Allen Iverson, like some of these guys are young. They were still hungry though. You never had to question their hunger, their effort, if they was going after something, if they wasn't going to dog it, if they didn't understand what the prestige and allure of the NBA meant to play on that level. They did not ever confuse that, those guys we're talking about. And the guys that confused that were easily wiped away. See, that's the difference between back in the day and nowadays. These certain niggas could stay around and be around and not care. Ben Simmons and certain guys in the NBA could just be around and linger. Right? Back in the day, if you wasn't good, if you couldn't do anything and add to something, you're not sticking around. We're getting rid of you fat. You're going to phase out way quicker. And those young guys, man, all of them were hungry. Jabari Smith don't sound hungry. He sounds like a privileged guy that comes from an NBA background. My dad had money.
But that's why I disagree, because I think when you fast forward, everything that you said, I agree with up until you said he doesn't sound hungry. I don't know if he is, because he's supremely talented. We see a lot of talent.
How he sounds.
Yeah.
I can't attest to.
Cool, but I don't expect that guy to be an all-star, Jabari Smith. It would take a lot of work, cold Mamba mentality, whatever you want to call it, for him to be an all-star.
He's a third pick in the draft, bro.
I don't.
We talking about top 5 picks in the draft. He should be projected to be a helping change a franchise changing, or at least a multiple time all-star. He ain't got to be a perennial, but we expect him to be damn good.
There's so much talent in the league. The Amen Thompson on his team. Jalen Williams on OKC. He's got forwards and guards. I don't know how he would fit. Ant-Man's still out west. There's a lot. Luka's still out there. There's a Chet if he's a forward.
Kevin Durant's on his team now.
That too, but I got 1 or 2 years with Kevin Durant as an all-star. I'm just saying, I don't know if he can make the all-star team. I don't know, but it would take that mentality for him to make the all-star team, because he's talented, but I don't know how skilled he really is and consistently putting it out there. And then on top of that, everything you said was perfect about how they come into the league with that mentality, because they're prepped a certain way, regardless of the humble beginnings or whatever. You make it to the league, and then you still have people in place to still remind you whatever your father and your coaches were talking about. All right, this is the big leagues now. Whatever they prepped you for, this is what they were prepping you for. You still had veterans on the team that were allowed to be on the team to help show you that. And they got rid of those guys. So they did a whole 360 on not allowing 18-year-olds to be drafted, and then have players you have to have 1 or 2 years in college, and then slowly but surely you get rid of the big guys. Because best believe also is not talked about is those big enforcers, power forwards, and centers. They could deliver a message a little bit differently than them little pretty prima donna dudes at center and power forward right now. Oakley and them dudes, Robert Parrish and them dudes. He told Michael Jordan, "I'll cut your dick off, bro." Robert Parrish was an old. He was old school. He wasn't playing no games, man.
That's an old nigga term. An old nigga had to say some shit like that.
And he looked old in the league, rookie season.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like 22 years old in 96 in the NBA, 21 years old in 96 in the NBA is very different than 21 years old, 20 years old in the NBA today, right? You're going to have guys in the locker room understanding what the moment is about, right? You're going to have guys that understand that. At this point now, everybody is still trying to figure it out. Who is the leader? Who is the leader in Orlando's locker room? Who's the leader?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right,
yo,
respect-
yeah. Back in the day, you used to go to every team and be like, yo, he got to be the leader. Like, Dominique got to be the leader in Atlanta because he looked like he's turning up.
But guess what? If it ain't Nick, it's Kevin Willis. It's Tree Rollins. It's Tree Rollins. It's somebody who's been around the league, who's been here, who understands what it is. It's them type of niggas.
Hold on. Who was the leader of the, what they call it? The cocaine circus? Who was the leader on that Chicago Bulls team? And see, this is what I'm saying too.
Orlando Woolridge. I'm sorry.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, it's niggas
hold on. But even while they're wilding, they're letting Jordan know, hey, young fella, somebody had to pull Mike to the side. Mike got lucky too. This is all I'm saying. Mike got lucky. He didn't play in this era. Who knows how he would have turned out? Ant-Man is wilding.
And there's nobody to ring him in. Like, yo,
but
you
that's
gonna fuck the moment up.
But that's still my overall point, Flea. Like, I get what you're saying, but these guys were prepped to come to the league. And even if you weren't, there's people in the league that's gonna tell you. David Stern, all these dudes, hey, young fella. When Carmelo told a story about David Stern, he pulled me in there he was watching like the FBI. I know who this is, I know who that is. Now he put a little fear in your heart. Damn, they watching me like that? Yeah. Where is that at? It's a loose party over there, the NBA. So it's not all their fault. It's not all their fault. I've been on with the way I work with my job. There's jobs sometimes where there's just junior dudes. It is the worst thing possible. They don't know what they're doing. And when you try to show them, they be complaining about working. Who are you talking to? Yo, pick that shit up. Do your job. Do your job. You understand?
But that's again, era, time, how we looked at things coming up, right? I always tell you, I always harking back to my pops. Big shout out to Big Flea. Like, he always says, you walk into the room and there's a room full of for the older guys, right? You got to shut the hell up and just listen for a second. You may know a lot of shit, but you got to shut up for a second and listen to what they're talking about, because there's wisdom in there before you about to open your mouth and teach us anything. And a lot of times when we came up, that's what we understood. How do I reference AllBall too? How do I reference him? OG. I talk when I call you, we talk, and it's more of a reverence because y'all are big brothers in that whole scheme.
People. Why you lying to them, man? You be cursing me out crazy. This guy don't have no respect for me, y'all. I'm lying.
Yes, but understand there's a level of reverence, right? Because of just you're that older figure. And so, you know what I'm saying, we talking about an era when guys are coming up, they want to know, yo, how can I make it? How can I become a professional in the NBA? Are these guys really trying to figure out how I can become a professional, or how can I build my brand? Building my brand is part of the profession, but these guys flat out just don't even know how to be professionals.
Right, but even when Kobe comes into the Olympics and he sets the table, because I don't like the over thing with the Kobe thing. At some point, it's like we seen when Kobe was at the All-Star game and them dudes wasn't even respecting Kobe like that or showing him the right respect. Them dudes was kind of ostracizing him. The Lakers were ostracizing him, and he was 19, 20 years old. He just happened to have a John Sally on his team who will go out to dinner with him, as he explains. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a loner. Then when he started to get more recognition, more respect around the league, go to the All-Star game, you saw when Barry Davis said that, like, yo, they were kind of like not rocking with Kobe. I'm in the East, but I can see what they're doing over there. And it's like, and I'm watching on TV when he gets booed at in Philadelphia. Like, yo, none of you people care about basketball like this dude. Every single day, that man was earning my respect, little by little. And it was like, oh, damn, I'm the only one here. I
remember that All-Star game in Philly.
That was bad.
I remember
they were interviewing Jim Gray was interviewing him on the bench, and the Bulls were going on. He's just shaking his head, just doing the interviews anyway. He was crying after the Spurs loss. He's the only one who cared. So some of this talk with the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, bro, they're the only ones who were like that, bro. I don't care what anybody says. All they ever talk about, BJ Armstrong, yo, I played like 40 rounds of golf. How the hell are you turned up like this in the game? Kobe Bryant, same thing. Everybody, he's a menace. Showed up to the Olympics. Nobody's on his level. They all fear these people. Michael Jordan, when we talk about the top 10, top 5 players in the game, how many of them are under 6'9"? He's the first one to be considered the GOAT that was under 6'9". Kobe, same thing. If you want to have him up there, listen, we can have a party. Fuck it, put Kobe in there. But the only other guy 6'6", 6'7" in there in that conversation is Mike. So 2 guys in the history of the NBA are in this conversation, and they are the wildest competitive dudes of all time
we've ever seen.
I heard Willis Reed's name get thrown out there before too. Couple guys, but we're talking about that mentality. I don't know. Them two is different than just everybody else, because the 90s and 80s and everything else before that, there was a different culture because the money wasn't there, number one, and you got rid of the older guys. LeBron is their OG. That shit sounds funny. I'm not gonna lie. LeBron being your OG, I'm a little bit worried.
He's gonna teach you how to be a professional, and he's gonna teach you how to take care of your body. You'll know how to keep a job fucking with him. That's all I'm gonna say. But what I'm saying is you can't, and I'm specifically talking about the weekend that celebrates the fans. You can't allow that weekend and not take that weekend serious, because it's gonna trickle down. We go back. When was that? 2009, 2010. He's on the sidelines with Cheryl Miller, and he's like, I'm preliminary putting my name into the dunk contest, right? He never did the dunk contest, right? Now, people could take that how they want. It's not that serious. It is that serious. The fact still remains that the greatest players of all time, right, that are high flyers, that play above the rim, have all done it, right? They all took it serious. They all wanted to win, right? Why is it so beneath you, or why is it that you can't take that serious? Like, that reinvigorates a competition that was starting to die out. Why is it a problem for you to take that on your back and catapult that like you've done everything else that's regarded in the NBA? I don't like that. I don't like that he don't take responsibility for that. Like, all this corny, innovative shit that they trying to do now, picking teams like they at the park and all that shit is a dub. All that shit is a fucking dub. That shit is trash. It's corny. These niggas don't take it serious. Get back to East and the West. Why are you having Larry Bird, old ass, going to locker rooms to tell these niggas to play hard? Larry Bird? These niggas didn't even watch. Jabari Smith said these niggas they played hard in the All-Star game. So that lets you know that these niggas didn't even watch basketball back in the day. But you about to have Larry Bird come in the locker room to invigorate All-Star level players to play hard?
And I don't think it was every single All-Star game. We're not gonna confuse. I'm not saying that. But to your point, all they have to do is play. Just everything else, that's it.
Just hoop.
They go crazier in the summertime.
Just hoop, bro. Just fucking hoop.
And it is LeBron's fault, bro. It's LeBron's fault. You can't be the face of the league. He wants his cake and eat it too. And again, I just critique LeBron when it's time to do it. I ain't no LeBron hater, unlike others.
Big shout out to OJ.
But when he's right, bro. Dog, this is on you. When you said he's going to teach you how to stay in the game and stay in shape and play for 20 years. Yeah, you don't play defense. You duck all-star games. You duck competition. You rub a little of that clear on your knee. Things like that. What they say, flee in the streets, shit like that. By the way, a lot of y'all slang that you guys take, we've been saying this since I was a kid. We got to start.
All right, old nigga. All right, old nigga. All right, old nigga.
Chilling. Braun, listen, man. Braun, it's not 100% on him though, because unless you're superhuman like him and KD, you can stay in the league. That's the only way you can stay in the league is by being superhuman.
Why did he said that entirely too comfortable?
He did.
The kid said that entirely too comfortable.
Who's gonna check him?
That's it right there. That's it right there. Nobody is gonna allow that clip to bother them whatsoever. At all. It's gonna be like, oh, well, I mean, I feel him. I feel him. By the time All-Star game comes, I'm tired.
That's crazy.
Tired? You niggas don't even play.
That's crazy. We're tired in February.
Niggas don't even play. How many minutes a game Jabari Smith played a night last season? How many minutes?
A drum roll? No drum roll? Wow, okay. It's like 30 minutes a game.
Really?
Yeah.
30?
30. Yep, 30. 12 points per game, 7 rebounds.
And what did he play, like 50-something games?
57 and started 39.
Okay.
And that's the other thing is load management. Just everything about this era is from the top to the bottom. The NBA is almost scared to go through these down periods where you want to promote these injured players instead of just letting the horses have their run. And I hate to compare them to animals because that's what people do. But bro, that's the cycle of life. It's a circle of life. Let them have their I do get it because obviously there's billions involved. All this TV fake money, to be honest with you. They lying. They're lying to the people. Kawhi Leonard should not have had another contract. Ben Simmons, we talked about it last week. He should not be in the NBA.
We don't care. It don't give. We come from an era where the eye test alone says I could look at the screen at the basketball game and know that regardless of this dude not being the biggest or the tallest or whatever, he cares. He cares about being out there. I never get the impression that Ben Simmons cares about being out there. I never get that impression, or at least not as of late over the last few years. Injuries for sure. Your body got to get healthy. I get it. But your body language while you out there tells me that, like, you ain't trying to be out there collecting a check. What OG said, Ocean's 11. We just gonna eat. We just gonna eat.
See, but I disagree with that, Fish. You got to understand, Braun is a protege of Jay-Z's School of Business and how he carries himself since high school. Yo, man.
That's fine.
I don't see it that way. I never saw Jay-Z really cheat the game. Like
you said Braun is the biggest gangster ever.
That's yeah, because he's robbing you. He's doing less for more. He's robbing these people, bro. That's robbery. I'm not gonna go play. Jay-Z earned every bit of what he got in terms of rap wise.
I forgot the niggas 30 minutes before the All-Star game this year told niggas he wasn't playing.
He's crazy, bro.
Yo, I forgot he did that shit this year.
He's not the first person, but even he didn't go to Luka's.
Didn't see that nigga there.
He said he FaceTimed him. Yo, Braun is ill. He's ill.
He's an ill nigga.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a bitch move, man.
Oh, here you go.
Yo, man, straight up, bro. If that was your man, you'd be there. You'd be sort of like, look, we got our guy. When it was Westbrook, you was throwing wine parties in your backyard.
When do guys throw press conferences for extensions? What the fuck was that? Why we threw a press conference for the trade?
Your man.
Why are we throwing press conferences for extensions?
For Luka? Yeah. Because
I didn't understand that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little like, why are we doing this? Okay, he got his extension. Are they gonna have an extension for De'Aaron Fox now?
An extension party for De'Aaron Fox?
I'm asking a question. That's their point guard for the future. That's their Tony Parker now. Why wouldn't they?
That's not a fair question.
Why is that? I'm asking. Why is that not a fair question?
Because if De'Aaron Fox didn't sign an extension, who cares? If Luka Doncic does not sign an extension with the Lakers, that sounds like thank you, Jesus. He signed back with us for 3 years.
You're the Lakers.
Correct.
So little chinks in the armor. Okay.
Why you say that?
Because why are we throwing parties now for signing extensions for guys that we knew was gonna lock up? If we're the Lakers, how we normally handle business, we knew we were gonna lock that up. What we throwing parties for? We knew that. I gotta stay consistent, right? My son said, I'm buying cribs in Chicago. I'm buying a crib in Chicago. Trade me. Everybody relax. Everybody keep a cool booty. Jerry Buss, y'all niggas keep a cool booty. Come on, pal. Let me go get pal. I'm just saying, what? It's a fact.
You know why they threw a party?
Fuck are they throwing a party for?
Because they can now get rid of that second round bum ass draft pick and his father. Speaking of the Lakers, Kobe Bean Bryant was the subject at hand once again by Jeff Teague and his mans. I ain't mean to rhyme, but damn. Yeah, Flea. Old school rules.
I got 5 minutes for these niggas. You know, I don't discuss Jeff Teague.
I'm gonna piss you off. Jeff Teague was on the Joe Budden podcast, and they revisited the topic. Is Kobe Bean on the same level as the other elite defenders at his time?
Let me ask y'all that. Y'all like ball. Y'all like ball. Let me ask you. You think Kobe was a better defender than Scottie Pippen?
No.
All right, that's all I want to know.
What about Ron Artest?
Yes.
Was Ron Artest a better defender than
Better defender than Ron Artest? Who is this guy?
He's a more diverse defender. He could go 1 through 4.
So yeah. Tony.
No. So you think Kobe a better defender than Ron Artest?
Yeah. I think that's that shit you said. I thought was blasphemous. Even though you played in the league, that was nuts. Kobe wasn't
Kobe.
Like
That's what it was.
Crazy.
It was that he
That
wasn't
was
the
crazy.
first defender. They took Phil Jackson said something about
Kobe was a great defender, but I think we overrate Kobe's. I think he made more all defensive teams than he should have. I think it was a narrative. I think there came a narrative about Kobe as a defender.
I said voters get lazy after a while. Once you make it, not saying you can't play defense, but once you make it 5 times, they like
Rondo said that. Rondo said
5 is like that. It's like part of the money. Like once
That's
you
a
hit
prime
5,
defender.
Rondo said, "Yo, I stopped playing defense once Bradley came." He said, "I stopped playing defense," but my reputation is that.
And Kobe was capable of a stop, but you might watch.
Kobe is capable of locking somebody down when he puts his mind to stop.
I think Pippen was a bad.
Kobe's capable of locking somebody down when he wants it. All right, Flea. 12-time defensive champion himself, Kobe Bean Bryant. God bless his dad. We don't say that enough, my brother. It just feels like you are still here. Not gonna lie. His spirit is a different level.
Clearly it is.
He wouldn't have it any other way. He'd be on these shows flaming everybody. I just rewatched when he was on TNT coming at Barkley after he cursed out Charles Barkley for 3 hours through text message. Loved it. Bronze Punk ass would never. Michael Jordan sensitive ass would never. Kobe Bean shows up. Well, the reason why I did that, because I got some bum ass teammates, Charles, and I threatened to get traded, unlike your dumb ass that did get traded because you ain't me. I'm the Bean. Huh? Yo, listen, before we go forward, I gotta admit, Kobe's kind of close in terms of gangster shit with LeBron, bro. Game 7. Here, take the ball. Oh, you think I'm hogging the ball? Let's see what y'all could do. And I'm gonna end the game. And they get beat again the next season. And Kobe goes, yo, man, I just want to get traded. I don't like the way he sounded, by the way. He sounded like he was crying on the phone with Stephen A. Smith. I never liked that part. But
relax. It didn't sound like he was crying.
He probably was. Hold on a second. Wait. You can't even say that. Because Kobe was very emotional. He was passionate.
Yes.
He was passionate. So it did sound like he was crying. But the fact that he got rid of Shaq, that would have looked bad on him if he got traded to Chicago, by the way. You don't trade both of your stars. But he did choose how he wanted to lose. And there were no seasons. That's when he was kicking up the offensive end. But Flea, I never understood the whole he's on Kawhi, Ron Artest, Mike level, Scottie Pippen level defense. That's the part where I get confused. Like, what y'all mean? That level of defense? Lock down anybody?
You wasn't watching?
Unfortunately, I was.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like the narrative, right? The narrative, and because somebody says that Kawhi Leonard is a great defensively, then we go and watch to match what people are saying. Okay, this dude is great defensively. Let me go watch. What about Kobe Bryant from beginning to end? And I'm talking about prime years. We're not talking about, obviously, what are we going to say? Post Achilles? Let's say that, right? 13 and on. But if we're talking about where we go from, let's just say 2000 to 2013. Let's just say that 13-year span. 12 of those years he was first team all defense, and how many of those years he was first team all NBA? Probably 12 too. Like, that's not voters fatigue. You can go back and watch plenty of clips how he was sitting in the chair defending some of your best players, some of the best of the best. Even when they talk about Scottie, when Scottie had it rolling in that Portland series, they put Kobe Bryant on him. And this is a younger Kobe Bryant to slow Scottie Pippen down. Bunch of different instances where they're putting him on their best play. Jason Kidd, phenomenal, back-to-back finals. That first year, yeah, there was a diet of Derek Fisher. There was a diet of what's my man, Rick Fox. There was a diet of Brian Shaw. There was a diet of that. Kobe gets a little bit of that too, though. Go back, just watch. Go back and watch.
But
you don't want to do the homework to refute what you already think. That's the problem. You're gonna do the homework to validate what you think. Go do the homework to refute it.
I've seen when they said when Gilbert Arenas dropped 60 and they would try to shit on him, and he said, "Oh, y'all are saying that most of it or all of it came from somebody else." No, he's at a place where he's guarding me, and this is what happened.
But that's fine. Like, you think good defenders don't get torched?
Of course,
great defenders don't get torched.
Right, but it's not. Again, I think what we confuse this with is like he was trying to play good defense most of the time. That's I think what Jeff Teague is saying, that's a tiring thing to do, bro. It just is.
What was Jeff Teague ever great at?
But okay, if we want to go there, then nothing on the court. But
no, but that's a peer. I'm talking about that. I can't compare to none of them guys, but I'm talking about that's your peer. You played multiple years in the NBA where Kobe Bryant was at the best of his best. What were you ever great at to define if he played defense or not? Did you defend at a high level to say, oh, this guy wasn't defending? Did you score at a high level to say, oh, this nigga wasn't really a great scorer? What did you do great to refute that?
And even the game he brought up was whack because he was 30. He was in his mid-30s by then. He said Joe Johnson was cooking him and they put Ron Artest on him. It's like, yeah, because I'm 34. I got to go play on the offensive end. When Jordan was doing it, Jordan couldn't really guard point guard and stuff like that. And again, that's what I always say too.
But Mike was honest about that, right? Mike would tell you the toughest covers I had were guards like Kenny Anderson, Damon Stoudemire. Those shifty guards were guards that he said he had issues with. That's out of Mike's mouth.
And that's my problem with this conversation. Because Jordan, like, you're comparing Kobe playing defense in his era versus those defenders. I'm not even saying that Jordan, you put Jordan in the 2000s, he can guard them up. He might have an easier time because he's stronger. I think he's just more athletic. But they're gonna bust his ass too, bro. You gotta guard Allen Iverson, Baron Davis, Gilbert. All these crafty guards, all the guards that came after you, all your clones weren't just two guards. They were point guards. Stephon Marbury would have cracked your ass. All of them. So Kobe had to guard these guys. That shit wasn't an easy night. That's why I say he had the most competition, whether it's team-wise, and I'm in the backcourt versus somebody every single night in the Western Conference. Eastern Conference, it didn't matter. Jason Kidd went to both conferences. Allen, I gotta go out and Iverson. Like, there's a lot of competition. So maybe part of the reason why he didn't look as great as a Kawhi and Michael Jordan is because look who he has to guard. And it was more one-on-one. Kawhi doesn't have to go one-on-one every time. Kawhi didn't play in that generation, you know. But when you mention Ron Artest, it's like, bro, you can't even compare the two. You can't. Ron Artest was built like a fucking ox. It's not even right.
Kawhi, and so is Kawhi. That's what I'm saying. There's certain guys that are just, for me, are generational defenders, right? That you can put them out there and you're gonna get everything that you need to get from there. We hate Draymond, but he's in that category too. Like, you're gonna put him out there, he's gonna defend. Whoever you want him to defend, he's gonna run out there and play his ass off on defense. Same thing with Kawhi Leonard at his peak. Same thing with Ron Artest at his peak. Same thing with a Bruce Bowen at his peak. Like, there's a bunch of different guys that we could talk about, right? The list goes on, the Tony Allens, the Avery Bradleys, right? Those guys are going to get after it on defense, and it don't matter who you playing with. I really, really feel like just because Kobe was such a killer on the defensive end, on the offensive end, he don't get enough credit. What he was on the defensive end don't get talked about enough. Yeah, there's this 9-time first team in a row, or that's great, right? But when we sit down and watch the film, when we sit down and watch him sitting in the chair, knowing where to be on defense, knowing how to get stops, the physicality that he played with, like, everybody at his position. Here's the thing about it too. Everybody at his position wasn't playing defense. Like, so don't give it to him. Fuck him then. Who you gonna give it to? Right? You go ahead.
No,
you the same nigga to say Allen Iverson don't play no defense. Baron Davis don't play no defense. Steve Francis don't play no defense. All of these guys that we're talking about that specific era, right, in question whether Kobe was the greatest on defense at his position. Well, then who the fuck was? Aside from him, I named a guy like Bruce Bowen, great on defense, right? Early 2000s, who obviously Gary Payton was still elite.
Doug Christie
was an elite defender.
Allen
Rick Fox was. Ooh, don't ever say Allen in defense. Ooh,
he what?
Ooh, Allen.
Early on, early 2000, before the knee injury. See, that's the other thing too. People get hurt, bro.
Allen
didn't D up.
You know I love Allen. He's one of my favorite players. You know, Allen.
I'm not saying he's top 5, but before the knee injury, he was good, bro. Sprewell was tough.
All right, yeah.
He's not on Sprewell's level, but I'm saying he wasn't a bum. I saw Houston trying more than Cuttino Mobley and these dudes. I'll tell you that much. Them dudes didn't try.
I remember Allen's first year as a Knick, and I think that's
97, 96, 97.
Yeah, that's 96, 97 year, but that's Mike's second year back, like second full year back, right? From the retirement. This is after the 72-10 season, right? That 97 season is the year we supposed to have, like, that's the year that we had all the suspensions and stuff like that. We were supposed to, like, really compete with Chicago finally. Whatever. Yo, good call, Thomas Banks. Bonzi Wells, hell of a defender.
He was all right.
Ruben Patterson, the Kobe stopper.
Oh my God. Brutal.
A burger. Extra fucking cheese, nigga.
Yo,
that
Kobe said,
Ruben Patterson.
Yo, Ruben, if you wanted more money, all you do was call me. I would have just, I would have said something nice about you.
Burger cheese. Extra.
Said I roasted him just cause. What? He said the Kobe stopper.
Nah, but I would just remember Mike just scorching Allen, like, all season long. Whether it was in the Garden, whether we was in Chicago, like, Allen could do. And this is Mike. So, I mean, who the fuck? What the? We talking about Mike scorching Allen.
So
like this.
But this goes back to the homeboys conversation, Jabari Smith's comments. Bro, they started not caring in the 2000s. These guys, no disrespect.
In the
That's
2000s.
Yeah, every guard we mentioned right now was Kobe, and who else D'd up?
Yeah, but wait,
Jason
but
Kidd.
let's not wait.
Gary Payton is old.
Yeah, but let's not confuse being exceptional on defense with playing hard. Like they didn't dog 2001 All-Star game, and the comments better back me up with this one. 2001 All-Star game, to most recent memory, is one of the best All-Star games of all time.
It was great. Hold on. It was great. It was great because of the fourth quarter. With Allen Iverson and the East coming back, it was great because of the fourth quarter.
But that was always the mantra of all of those All-Star games. You're gonna get a show. You're gonna get a show.
Not all. And hold on. The point is not that. Going back to the guards that actually beat up.
The 03 All-Star game is memorable.
Which one was the 03 with Jordan?
Yes, in Atlanta.
And Kobe tried to ruin every one of them. He tried to ruin that comeback. Mutombo didn't get the ball back to him. Oh my God, nah. He blocked. Mutombo guarded that last shot.
They said Kobe missed the free throws on purpose or some dumb shot.
No, when?
In the 03 one.
No, he did not. They wanted him to miss it on purpose. And
yes,
Jordan,
that's what I'm saying. They wanted him to, and it was like
he looked. It was like,
get the fuck out of here.
Taking this.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes, but that's not the only reason why I'm not. He couldn't stop nobody, or what? Not that he couldn't stop nobody. He's playing great defense, but to your point, who's on the same level as him, Jason Kidd, who can impact offense and play that high level of defense? For the most part, night in, night out, they're that consistent. I don't even know who's in that conversation back then. Because even if you have Ron Artest, Bruce Bowen, and these dudes, they're not two-way players like that. Ron can score a little bit, but they're not two-way players like that.
Ron was
Kobe's contributing on both ends.
Ron could put the ball in the basket. Not obviously not on a Kobe Bryant level, but peak Ron Artest, he lead your team in scoring and be your best defender. Yes, okay. Come on, Ray.
He's
lead your team in scoring and be your best defender. Peak Ron Artest, and I'm talking about a 3 to 5 year window.
Paul Pierce was inconsistent with that. He flashes. Ray Allen, before he got really hurt, I think it was
inconsistent with what? Inconsistent with what, bro?
His defense. Paul Pierce's defense at some points was really good, and then all of a sudden he just didn't care. He just didn't care,
bro. In year 3 or 4, Paul Pierce was so good on the defensive end that he damn near had that team in the finals. They went the Eastern Conference Finals against the Nets that year. First time the Nets went to the finals. Go back and look at that Boston team from a defensive perspective. How that's Kenny. Kenny's the point guard of that team. Kenny Anderson, Twan, Pierce,
Hardy, like Walter McCarty.
That might be them, but
Ron Mercer.
Not Ron. No. Ron is.
Was Rayfler Friends on that team?
Ron is in Chicago by then. Rayfler Friends.
That's the first Chuck team, and they would shoot the ball. That was the O'Brien, Coach O'Brien.
Jim O'Brien.
That's Jim O'Brien. Yeah, they were shooting like 43s a game back then. Nuts.
I'm just saying, man. Paul
Pierce was tough.
But
one season. Ray Allen was with D up back then and play on it. He was a two-way guy to me. After he got hurt, he's a little bit different. George Karl, boom, ruined everything.
But I mean, that was always the mantra for those guys at that position. Any kind of knee, even Ron Harper. Before Ron Harper got hurt, before he hurt his knee, Ron Harper was one of the best guards in the league on both ends of the basketball court. Ron was the guy that was matching up against Mike in Cleveland before he got hurt.
Fish got a question. How many great wing defenders were number one options on offense outside of Jordan and Kobe?
Find it.
And that's really my point. And when you said Ron Artest, I'm like, you said he could be a number one option, but even with T-Mac, Vince, they didn't D up like that. Like, it's Mike, Kobe, who else? that could be a point of attack and be a number one option?
Number one option and be the best defender. Dream.
And then you go in.
What Fish said wing. Fish said wing. So Kawhi.
That's it. These are the special.
Kawhi.
Regardless of
we said Mike, Kobe, Kawhi. Who else did we say?
Tatum flashes, but he's not.
Tatum being your best wing defender, and all right, maybe.
Right, he's not as
maybe.
And even then, Kobe. I don't know if Kobe was their best wing defender like that.
Yeah, who's the better wing defender? Devin George?
Not Joe, but Derek Fisher was tough, bro. On point guards. Not saying he's not. Yeah, but you couldn't. Remember, it wasn't all that. He was quick too.
Give me Kobe Bryant over Derek Fisher. We talking about wing defenders, bro. Give me the bigger guard. You know I'm gonna always go down. Give me the guy who could guard the big.
And the last thing I'm gonna dispel with Jeff Teague is this. The same way he said there was voter fatigue, what we always talk about. Michael Jordan got like 15 MVP votes or some MVP vote for the 95 season when he came back after 15 games. Bummage, straight dick riding. I don't even say glazing no more. Straight dick riding Michael Jordan. And in 04, when he came back after Kobe caught the case, and nobody was giving him he was in top 5 MVP the previous season, all MVP, all defense, second. The next season, all of a sudden, he catches the case and he ain't even top 5 on the MVP list, huh? So that voter fatigue, let's not forget, it wasn't voter fatigue. No, sir. It was the other way around. They hated Kobe Bryant.
Oh yeah.
Remember that girl that he had up in there? She was the complexion from protection. Stop it. Kobe Bryant was not well liked. It's not what we see now. I do disagree with you all boy talking about the Kobe disrespect. It was always there. And that's the proof of it.
No,
that
but
they didn't want to vote for him.
Hold on. Stop that. There was an era and a time where everybody, like I said, mum's the word. Niggas shut the fuck up. Everybody kept cool. When the big dog came in the yard, niggas shut up. That was an stop that, Fabian. From the second back-to-backs, when he started murdering niggas, 81 points, when he started back-to-back scoring titles, and now he's on this run where he wins back-to-back finals in the finals 3 years in a row. All of that, the Olympics, all of that shit was happening. It started changing everything, and the disrespect started to turn back to respect, which then kind of evolved back into some level of fear for a lot of these niggas. A lot of these niggas wasn't chatting like the way they are now. And then when he retired, they wasn't talking like this. None of it. It was always reverence. It was always reverence. There's nobody that was chatting the way they chatting now, which is cool.
I'm gonna tell you who gave him a lot more credit than nobody's gonna say. When Kobe turned his image around, people started glazing him again with the Olympics and all that, and he started going being scoring. And after the whole post trial, and then the Nike, the Mamba mentality, they were trying all that. LeBron helped Kobe Bryant a whole lot with all that because LeBron was bowing down to him basically. Nah, he's the best player in the league. They were at the Olympics. He was just giving them all the love in the world, and it's the best player in the game, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions. LeBron going, nah, that's the best player in the game. I don't know what y'all talking about. He was still co-signing LeBron. I don't know if that was a Nike marketing plan. I don't know if LeBron just straight up felt that way. Maybe he's being honest.
Just telling the truth.
Could be. Maybe so.
Just telling the truth.
He was. I think he was. I think he speaks from his heart. But I think that helped him too. And that also helped people revere him, to your point, and respect him more, because it wasn't what it was. That wasn't the respect that was present years prior. Around the time that he's retiring, though, now we're lying, because there still was, yo, man, you won a $20 million. You can't even, y'all bunch of bums, man. What you doing taking that contract, Kobe? Now we're starting to get the hate again because he's starting to leave. And that thing was simmering. It wasn't crazy, because Kobe put on a show for his last game, but it was there. The Kobe fans could I don't like the fact that they say there's a lot that happens with Kobe Bryant now. I don't like when the LeBron fans, Jordan fans are saying that they only propped up Kobe after he passed. That's a lie. Kobe fans been calling him the GOAT for at least 15 years. At least 15 years. That's a lie.
For a very, very long time.
Which shows proof that the other side of that coin is the haters that been saying he's okay on defense. He's not what y'all making him out to be. He's not Michael Jordan. He's not the GOAT. That hate was simmering. He was making it real hard to talk to Bean. Real hard to talk about him when he's dropping 80 on your ass. It's hard to talk about that guy like that. But he's a very polarizing guy that's not talked about in the basketball world. And I think outside of the basketball world, I don't know who would disrespect Kobe Bryant.
The people want us to give love to Scottie Pippen as a
two-way player,
predominant wing, and number one option.
Let it seem.
I was able to see the guys that I'm talking about, that we talk about, win championships at doing that. We saw Mike do it. We saw Bean do it. We saw Kobe Bryant do it. We saw Mike do it. We saw Bean do it. We saw Kawhi do it. Excuse me.
They're on a different level than Scottie Pippen. All three of those guys at their peak. Because offensively,
that's my point. Scottie was great. Scottie was great for sure on both ends of the basketball court. But you can't hit your wagon. You can't hit your wagon to Scottie Pippen and say lead me to the championship as the best player.
But you know why that's tough? Because whatever he called Scottie soft when he came into the league, he had a migraine or whatever it was. He had to develop his offensive game as well, point forward. Kawhi had to develop his offensive game too. You had Tim Duncan and Tony Parker to rely on offensively. When you by the time you get to Toronto, you polished your offensive game. If we talking about Scottie Pippen was a top 4 or 5 MVP candidate when Mike was gone.
For sure. I'm not refuting that. I'm just saying
Kawhi has Siakam. That team was ready made in Toronto. Like that. That's like Scottie didn't get to have that. Rookie cool coach. Where's the second guy who's dropping 25 for you if you got to go sit down, Scottie? I don't know. So he never got a real shot to be in the position of a Kobe and Kawhi Leonard, to be honest. Or Mike for that long period of time, Flea.
I can't refute that because that's a fact, right? We don't, you know how we are. We don't like to refute facts. So that is a fact what you're saying. He didn't ever have that. But what I'm saying is I can't see a Scottie Pippen led basketball team winning the championship. I just can't see that. I don't think he's that gifted enough on the offensive end to lead a team to the championship. I don't think so. Great, for sure. But like you said, the guys that we talked about are just on another level.
It would take a lot of work.
If he had the opportunity, maybe he could. I'm just saying I couldn't see that. And I don't even think being in that position, I don't think he could. He didn't show me anything on the offensive end that said to me, oh, damn, that nigga's gifted enough to, if I need 30 a night from you, I'm going to get 30 a night from you and we're going to win.
In a playoff game?
No, not from Scottie. No, I don't think he was gifted enough on the offensive end. You talk about Kawhi had to work on his game. Kawhi had to work on his game, but Kawhi became a 3-level scorer. Right? Scottie could score it from 3 levels, but he wasn't a 3-level scorer. That's a difference. He could score it, but this dude, Kawhi, was a 3-level scorer. I'm going to go get it however I want it, no matter what.
Who was his second best defender on the Bulls when Jordan left?
Probably Ron, because that's first year Ron Harper.
Is it?
Horace Grant is still there. That's probably another second best defender. Pete Myers is probably up there as a defender. We talking about then. So
what I'm saying is that's a lot of responsibilities on the offensive and defensive end. And when Mike had to go do that, they wasn't winning either. So I don't know if now Mike benefits from Scottie. Scottie never got, like, he's a rookie coach. Scottie never got the benefit from nobody. I don't think he was incapable of scoring 30 points a game if he got somebody else on his team to feed him the ball, or I think it's a different level. Scottie was super skilled, bro. Off the backboard moves, 3-point shots started getting better. If his back didn't go out.
These couple of guys that we talked about, they had like gifts.
Hold on. So if Scottie plays in this era, you don't think he looks better?
Probably, for sure.
Okay.
Probably.
Hold on. What you saying? He lacks heart?
Nah. I think Scottie Pippen was great. I don't want to make this about Scottie Pippen. We spent a lot of time on Scottie Pippen. I know people wanted us to talk about him. So here we go. Like, yeah, Scottie Pippen was great. I think Michael Jordan absolutely benefited from Scottie Pippen. No doubt about it. They benefit from each other, though, for sure. Scottie Pippen is not a solo act like any of these other guys that we talked about. And who is really, but I don't think Scottie was capable of being your best player on the championship team. No, not for me.
I was playing devil's advocate because he's not. Like, I can't wait to talk about. Everybody keeps talking that T-Mac conversation and Vince Carter, Allen Iverson. Who could have you replace Kobe with T-Mac? You win a ring. Okay, maybe one. Maybe you get one with Vince, and maybe you get one with Iverson. But I got two guys you could replace Kobe with, and they getting 3. We ain't talking about that today, though. Tease that segment. Speaking of Kobe, speaking of the Lakers. Flea. Speaking of Kawhi Leonard. Uncle Dennis is back at it again. Speaking of NBA thievery. Uncle Dennis, Kawhi Leonard's uncle, decided we can't trust the Lakers. Magic Johnson's silly mistake cost the Lakers Kawhi Leonard in 2019. LeBron James is already in place. Anthony Davis had just arrived. All signs pointing to a possible super team. What? Also, super team forming in Los Angeles, but it didn't happen. Kawhi Leonard, then the reigning NBA Finals MVP, chose the Clippers instead of the Lakers. Chose the Clippers instead, and the Lakers never got another chance to make their pitch for months. The details around the decision stayed vague. Then a story came out that made things clearer. I truly believe that when Magic started telling the media about the meeting he had with Dennis and Kawhi, that sealed the fate for the Lakers. A person involved in Leonard's free agency process told The Athletic. I think that right there was when Dennis and Kawhi decided we can't trust the Lakers as an organization, and that was it. I think that was it for them. The Dennis in question was Dennis Robertson, Leonard's uncle, and one of his most trusted advisors. Got any more advice? Any more information here? The Lakers were warned to keep quiet. There were only a handful of meetings that summer. The Clippers, Raptors, and Lakers each got their shot, but Leonard and his team were firm in how they wanted things handled. They didn't want to see details in the media, and they didn't want anything to feel like a spectacle. That's where the Lakers ran into trouble. Magic wasn't a team executive at the time. He had shockingly stepped down from his role months earlier, but because of who he was and how close he remained to the organization, he was still part of the pitch. If you F this up, you're done. You're out. A front office executive involved in the process told The Athletic. They didn't say that, but that was the message. It was basically, look, we would appreciate discretion, which means keep your effing mouth shut. Jesus Christ. Magic, you freaky ass ninja. Mind your business, man. Flea. Magic Johnson be loose lip sync ships, brother. Talking about, no, I'm not going to be here. You lost Kawhi Leonard? They would have had 2-3 rings by now, Flea.
No.
This ain't the first time. Remember, who did he get caught with the tampering charge for? Remember, he was sitting late night? And they gave him tampering charges for somebody. He was sitting on a late night show. Was it for that? Or LeBron?
It was for somebody. I forget.
I'm gonna look it up while you react, my brother.
But I don't have much for this. Magic is not around. Magic is clearly not around. Magic can never consistently stay in the NBA in something that is like front facing. Every time he's around, he's just around for a little cup of coffee, do something to fuck it up, and we gotta move him out of the way. He was calling. Remember, he was on the panel for the NBA Finals for years, and they got his ass off of there because people was getting tired of Magic being on TV. Niggas be growing tired of you, nigga. We be growing tired of you. Go away. Go Amalfi Coast. You go to Italy every year, go on that yacht, party with Cookie and Samuel L. Jackson. Don't let me tell you how I really feel about that type of shit. But anyway, y'all niggas be over there doing what y'all do. Do that. Be in ownership. Be away. There's a reason every time he dips in, he was the coach for the Lakers, remember? For a cup of coffee, got his ass out of there. He was a GM a couple years ago, got his ass out of there. He came back, remember, early 96, got his ass calling games, got his ass. Yes, we don't want to hear you running your mouth no more. We tired of seeing you tweet. We don't even like the way you tweet.
His tweets is trash.
Like, come on, bro. Like, enough is enough. I don't even got much for this, man. I really don't. I ain't got much for this.
The Lakers were fine. The Lakers, NBA fines Lakers $50,000 for Magic Johnson's comments on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That was February 2018. The NBA has fined the Lakers over tampering charges, tampering issues. The team had to pay $500,000 in August after the NBA said an investigation produced evidence of contact between general manager Rob Pelinka and Paul George's agent after a previous warning about tampering. So it wasn't just Magic, huh? I mean, it just seemed like sloppy work around that time because they were trying to get Paul George instead of the Clippers. I just saw it.
I ain't gonna be here.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
But I just think I want to point that out for the, when LeBron gets in trouble or whatever it is. And just, I found it interesting that Kawhi would even say that. Like, why is that news today? They're trying to steal headlines too. Like, is that what the Clippers are up to? At 6 years old already. And it's also interesting to see that Magic being linked to the Dodgers and the Lakers back all over again. It is something about Magic that, like, I always respected him, and we said it the other day, like, Magic be keeping it almost too real, bro. That's what we talking about. Like, remember the interview when he's sitting in on the grass? You always saying too much.
That's an old interview. I know what you're talking about.
Yo, I couldn't believe in real time as I was watching it as like a 14-year-old, and they were re-showing it. I'm just like, why is he telling us who he had in the office with him? Why are you showing us on ESPN, bro? What the? Because back then it was ESPN2 and what's the old school ESPN? ESPN Classic. That's what it used to come on. ESPN Classic. I'm like, yo, Magic in the back. All right, cool. Magic interview. Like, yeah, I used to have 6 at a time. And why are y'all promoting the freaky ass ninja talking about his bullshit? Y'all wilding on ESPN. Y'all are wilding. Will they do that today?
It's the after school special. Kids, don't do this.
All right. I'm forgetting that's how we used to watch the games too. Like ESPN classes was my shit.
Oh yeah. I watched plenty of games that I wasn't born for on ESPN Classics. Plenty.
Because that's when we arguing with Dom. Shout out to Dom Drop. He was like, the Bill Walton thing. I'm like, yo, man, after Bill Walton was on Portland, he was trash. What are you talking about? Stop trying to convince me that this man belongs in no top 50. I know what I'm talking about. It's because I will watch those Celtics games. They showed them all the time. And then we rewatch the Portland game versus Philly.
Bill Walton was the 6th man of the year on that 86 Celtics team. 6th man of the year.
He's not a top 50 player all time.
Tell me another 6th man of the year that's won an MVP in their career as well, besides Bill Walton.
That's won an MVP?
Won an MVP and 6th man of the year.
Would that be James Harden?
Oh, man. Like the way you do business.
I was shaking at first, though, but I played it off smooth.
You had to settle down real fast.
I kept the settle face like that.
Mm-hmm. Think about it for a second.
Said 6 man James. Okay. Did he get this 6th man of the year? I don't know if he did.
Who? Harden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OKC? Okay. You going Knicks rehab or?
No, we saved that. I need AllBall's reaction for that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Flea. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. I have some Sade songs in my head now. Sade's the shit, man.
We got to go LeBron too. Let's keep
What's
it above. Best wing defender and number 1 option on the team.
Yes.
Got to go LeBron too.
Miami Heat LeBron was also rim protector.
Oh my God! In the open court,
he's bananas.
Lord have mercy.
He smacked Thiago Splitter at the rim. He was tough, bro. Balco Braun, different level.
Bro.
Different level.
Bro.
Shout out my guy.
Sucker.
In the name of all I told you I got you. We live.
Big Flea, the biggest, y'all. Never the little one. Fucking biggest.
The Never the Little One echo is so dope because I have the headphones on, even though it makes me sweat like crazy. Tomorrow, folks, 8 p.m., we back to business. We simulcasting with FYF Sports, Lamar and them, AllBall and them, Flea and them, Fabian and them. Stop playing with us. Thank you for joining. Did Flea just lick his lips? Excuse me, Fish? What you want him to do? Not do it?
He going. Now I'm gonna call you, Fish. I'm gonna call you after this. Now I'm gonna call you because you're worrying about what I'm doing over here. Fuck. Love you, Fish.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.